and empty looking. Some of the worst beach vibes I have ever seen in any beach town anywhere. It feels worse than freaking Charleston, South Carolina here. So once some of you guys tune in, I'll start telling you guys what it's been like out here. If you guys remember last year, I would live stream from Bradenton Beach, and it used to be a really nice vibe here. It is a Monday, but I don't think that really matters in Florida. Didn't used to matter, especially during the wintertime. Osona, que vuelta mi hermano, como anda la vida serie. Aquí estamos en boring, dead beach vibe, Bradenton Beach. I've never seen this place have just crappy vibes. Even throughout the day-to-day, it's like, I don't know what the crap's going on with people in Florida. Thank you guys for hitting the like button right off the bat, though. Alex, que vuelta? Queens, New York in the house. What's up, gang? What's happening, man? I'm glad you guys are checking in. Adjust a little, staying a little bit for a minute here. Bam, we're ready to go, y'all. So today I'm in Bradenton Beach. This area was really damaged a lot by the hurricane, but I'm wondering if it's even the hurricane anymore. Something ain't right with Florida. Jose and the Irish lady, that's right, man. The Irish lady is not here today. Maria, ¿cómo está? Maria El Vega. They destroyed Philly after the Super Bowl. Did they really? They said they were going to do that. That's why you can't let those people even play. They shouldn't even allow, if they're going to behave like that, I wouldn't even let them play. I wouldn't even let them play if they're going to act like that. I'm okay. I just wish everybody else around me was happier. I feel like I'm not the problem right now. I feel like it's other people. Eric says it's overpriced Florida that's the problem. Yep. No, bro, I didn't get any tips. So Uber Eats yesterday was a complete fraud. We ended up making less than $10 an hour yesterday on Uber Eats during the Super Bowl. But Katie said she watched a live streamer who did the same thing in Los Angeles, and she said he didn't make any money either in Los Angeles, so it might have been a national trend. It may not just be a Florida thing, but it's crazy because I was just in Georgia and I was just in Alabama, and things there seemed way better than other years as far as ambiance. I don't know what the crap's going on with Florida. Drive by Nebraska and not in Tampa. Katie will not let me go on Nebraska. At least not by myself. So I'll tell you guys some of the crazy things today. Kevin says, I'm ready to go live with you, bro. That's good. Oh, Kevin, I don't know if let's do that sometime, Kevin. That would be fun. I just don't know how to set it up. I think I have to do that, like, from the beginning. Let me see if I can click on you. I'm going to add you as a moderator. You're a standard moderator. Yo, we got Adston, Alabama in the house. Welcome on board. I think I can have Kevin join me as a... like where I can actually see him. But I think I had to do that from the beginning, Kevin. I don't know if I can do that now. I can report you. I can remove you. I can remove you as a moderator. I can put you in timeout. I can hide you as a user. So there's a lot of new features here, which I don't know what they do. But Kevin is now a moderator. If you upset Kevin, he has the right to send you to jail, lock you up with a husband, and put you away. We got Gadsden, Alabama in the house earlier. Let me see. Is that what it said? Yeah, Gadsden, Alabama. Somebody's burning the urn down there. We try it next time, bro. Yeah, for sure. That'd be cool, Kevin. I've been wanting to do that with somebody, so we could try that sometime, where you could be like live with us. I think I would have had to set it up from the start of the live stream. Once you start, somebody's burning something heavy around here. Don't lock me up. Lock you up, throw away the key. They don't care about a zoner like me. So, yeah. Anyway, so, like, I was on the beach today. And what a bunch of bad vibes, man. So, I don't know if I told you guys when I was on Siesta Key like a few days ago, and I had a guy try to fight me. An employee at the beach tried to fight me. I was just joking with him. He put on a ski mask. So I'm like hanging out back behind Siesta Key, and this guy throws on a ski mask. So I was playing around with him. I was like, So you're gonna go hit a robbery or something? You know, like, because it was awkward. Like, I'm just standing there and he comes up and puts on a ski mask. Obviously, he's an employee because he's wearing a beach club shirt or whatever, right? Do you think this guy took it easy? No, he wanted to fight me. He was trying to take off his shirt. Like, you know who? I'm like, square looking white dude, definitely not from the streets or violent. Wanted to fight me over a joke. As long as I have lived in Florida, if you're on the beach, it's a normal thing. Like, people make snarky remarks all the time. Half the people on the beach aren't even sober. So you would expect people not to, you know, people mess around with you on the beach. It's normal. I all the time, if you're on the beach, people are going to mess with you, you know? It's a beach town. Let him hit first so he can throw it down. No, if he hits me first, I'd sue him. He hits me first, I would flop on the ground like a tilapia and call 411 pain. If he hit me first, I would land on the ground like a tilapia, flopping around like a tilapia. I'd be hitting the ground, flopping like a tilapia, man. That's what I would do. So, did you run into your friend from Fort Myers Beach? Yep. So, yeah. Anyways, so like yesterday, the guy tried to fight me at the beach, and I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just playing with him. I was like, "Hey, bro, put on ski mask." You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Can't you see that I'm an employee here?" I was like, dude, it was clearly a joke. Like, just keep it moving. He's like, "No, man, because you disrespecting me. I work here, and I have to wear this to protect my skin from the sun because my skin is pale white." I'm like, dude, let it go. It's not worth fighting. He's like, "No, because you disrespecting me, and I'm a city employee or something." I'm like, bro, it was a joke. It is not worth fighting over. This guy, and he did not look like he's ever fought before. Like, he didn't have like the right aggressive. It was like a very awkward, like, you could tell it would have been his first fight ever, you know? Like, he didn't look like a fighter. And I'm like, dude, you're on the beach, bro. Like, relax. You are at the beach in front of a bar where half the people are hammered out of their mind. You cannot be this uptight. You know what I mean? You're on the beach. Everybody's drunk. Relax. Nobody is literally sober. Like, you are at a beach, at a bar. If you're going to work at the beach. Oh, there's a lady up there screaming at this guy. I tell you what, you got to throw something heavier at him. You got to throw something heavier. That's not going to knock him out.
I left money up there. I had to...
Well, you can throw... Oh, they're throwing money. Hold on. I want some money, too.
I work there.
All right, I want some money, too, brother. If they're throwing money down, hey, throw some money at me. So, yeah, it's a beach. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah. So, like, it's a beach town. Half the people are not sober. You're going to get some inappropriation. You know what I mean? And this guy was an employee there. He was, like, not having it. You know what I mean? Like, I just messed with him. That's what you do in beach towns. People are happy. They're in a good mood. But lately, people have just not, even like the employees, like, you know what I mean? But so that guy, that was like yesterday, right? And then the guy was like really, actually ready to fight. And I was like, dude, I'm not fighting you. Like, and if you fight me, I'm going to get a lawsuit out of this because I'm not going to swing back. And this guy he didn't have the profile he had like the squarest look ever, right? And this guy was like literally really, really ready to go at me over a joke. And he works at a bar on the beach. You expect to deal with foolery if you're at a bar on the beach. You know? That was yesterday. Today, I'm on Bradenton Beach. Oh, I was over in, whatchamacallit, Manatee Beach. Oh, by the way, I was assaulted racially today by somebody. That'll be later on in the video tonight. Weirdest thing ever. But anyways, today, I was on the beach, and, like, I mess with people. It's what I do. Bradenton. That's right, Mark. We are in Bradenton. So, I'm on Bradenton Beach watching the sunset, right? You know they have, like, the little bar. Has anybody seen that little bar on Bradenton Beach where, like, they have a drunk guy from New Jersey, like, singing or something to entertain his horse? Have anybody seen this guy? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? lately people cannot take a joke. Has anybody seen this bar? If you go to Manatee Beach, there's like a little bar like where you can get like a pineapple or something. Right. So like I'm like, how do I even start? So there's a guy there, and he's like the DJ for the evening, right? I don't like this guy. I really don't, because it's like it's a sunset. So like, no, we did not watch the Super Bowl. We were live streaming in the Super Bowl. So I'm there. I just watching the sunset. I'm metal detecting, and most people when you're metal detecting, they're like, "Hey, did you find anything?" And they're like, "What's the coolest thing you ever find?" I'm like, "My wife." And then they crack up. It's a fun beach vibe scenario. Well, the guy that's at the bar, that's like the DJ, he is like in a bad mood. He's like, first of all, like it's during sunset, so he puts on that one song. He's like, "I'm proud to be an American." I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird for a sunset, but whatever. Then he's like, "All right, man, I'm gonna dedicate the sunset to all the soldiers who died, who've been strangled by terrorists, all the people who've been shot in the leg." I'm like, yo, dude, relax. I'm like, there's like family and kids here. This guy is just in a bad. It was like a pessimistic vibe. It was like all the victims of abuse, and I'm like, dude, okay, what? Wait, what? Lighten up! It's a sunset on the beach in Florida, and he's like, it was just, I don't know, like it was just. It was a weird. I can't describe it, but it was not. Even the people there were like murmuring, like, "Wow, this guy is a kind of like people are enjoying the sunset." I don't like that bar. Because I feel like, okay, if you have a bar and you have live music and there's hundreds of people enjoying the sunset, couldn't you lighten up a little bit? I don't know, play some Margaritaville, Jimmy Buffett, da 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 da. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. You know what I mean? No, no. He's like playing every sad patriotic song you could think of. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And then there was like, I'm like, play some Margaritaville, some Jimmy Buffett. You know what I mean? Like, what is up? Worst halftime show in the history of halftimes. Kendrick Lamar is horrible. Yeah, first of all, if you're in New Orleans, shouldn't have been like Master P or Ja Rule, not Ja Rule, not Ja Rule, my bad. That would have been worse than Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, that'd be worse. Okay, you're in New Orleans. Lil Wayne. Exactly, you're in New Orleans. What about Lil Wayne? What about Master P? I'm not gonna say, you know what I'm saying? Either way, I am not a Kendrick Lamar fan. I don't like the way he sings with his throat. He sounds like a goat gargling. Oh, everyone in he sings like he's being choked. Like he sounds like a goat that had too much milk. You know? So anyways, I'm not, whatever. I forget about the halftime show. So back to my beach story. It definitely wasn't the best, and I definitely agree. It sounds like grunting. Yeah, it sounds like a goat being, what is it when you decapitate the, what do you call, when you grab a goat and you cut off the, what is it when you grab an animal and you cut the, you cut the thing off. What's that called? It was just a diss to Drake, which is, okay, let's be real. Catch a big tarpon, buddy. You're going to tarpon down there. You just put a little WD-40 on that. Good luck, brother. I hope you catch the biggest tarpon that's ever died from red tide, man. Oh, they're out here, man. I'm one of them. So, what was I talking about? I lost track. Okay, so dissing Drake. Okay, so listen. Now they got this whole thing where Americans and Canadians don't get along, which I predicted this, by the way, on my trip to Canada down there. Anyways, so look at how subtle this is propaganda. Like, they literally have turned the Super Bowl into political propaganda. I don't know if you guys caught that. Do you guys catch that? Yeah! All right. Did you guys catch that they turned the Super Bowl into political propaganda? Because this guy, Kendrick Lamar, is dissing Drake, who's from Canada, right? So this is some low-key political propaganda. Low-key, they turned the Super Bowl into a political propaganda. I don't know if you guys caught that because Kendrick Lamar's dissing Drake, who's from Toronto. So that thing, aggressive, man, because I've been sued before by biting dog. That thing, look at that lion-looking thing. That thing looks vicious. Have a great night, man. So, anyways, I thought the whole Super Bowl thing, him dissing Drake type stuff, clearly it's political propaganda because they got the whole Canada thing going on, and Drake is from Canada. So there's like weird vibes even with the Super Bowl. Your thoughts about starting up your junk removal business again? Victor, I don't know if my back can handle it. I would love to do it. I had to walk up a staircase yesterday. Maybe I could improve my health significantly. Katie probably won't let me do, and my health is too bad. I would get hurt eventually. I would probably eventually get hurt. It probably wouldn't be good for me at this age, and this health and this condition. So, anyways, I don't like the guy at the DJ at the freaking manatee, whatever the crap. I feel like it could be better. I really feel like it could be better. I feel like it should be better. Should be better. I really do. I feel like they can do better DJ than that. I think that it needs to be like, make it fun. It wasn't fun. It was like the worst vibe I've ever seen at any beach bar. And everybody on the beach has to hear whatever the crap they're playing. And it sucks. It's going to be, David, good point. The president was at the Super Bowl. Exactly. So you figure, look at how subtle this is. David, you made a great point. Yeah, very subtle. So basically, they turned the Super Bowl into a political stunt. These Irish people are going to fight. We're going to watch this. The Irish people are fighting, I'm watching.
Thank you guys so much.
Like this place here, they got a good vibe going on.
Hey, are we singing the song or just going straight for it?
That you said your net worth went down a lot when you were moved back. Yeah, we're destroyed economically. All right. Looks like money. We love to drink your goodness. Hold down there. Hey, what? Now pull my leg up, dude. So, yes. Everything is getting turned into some weird political stunt. Even, like I said, even at the beach today, I feel like the DJ down there had a really crappy vibe. And I'll tell you something about my tourist passengers. While, my tourist passengers are really fun. I'd be lying if I told you they weren't fun. I'd be lying. Okay, because they are very fun, especially the British and the Irish. But I've noticed almost every single time, and I don't know why. I don't know if they do it because they think I'm American. Because like most of the time when I get like an Irish or English person, they just assume that I'm American. Because my truck. That toe down there. Tell you what. Jose, would you interview the president? No, I wouldn't care to. I wouldn't have time for that. There's better people. There's people that do that better. I wouldn't waste my time doing that. I'd interview a homeless person, but not a president. So like lately so I'm at the beach and I mess with people. This is what I do. My hobby is messing with people. Sometimes it goes wrong, but lately it's been going wrong way too often. This guy's from Rhode Island. Jose, would you interview the governor of Florida? No, I wouldn't. I would interview a homeless person, but I wouldn't interview him. I wouldn't interview a politician. It wouldn't matter to me. Now, if he wanted to talk about golfing, or if he wanted to talk about golf or something, yeah, or I don't know what, like if he wanted to have a normal conversation, but I wouldn't entertain a politician. You are American, Jose. That's right. Stat says you're an American. So, anyways, like whenever I get like British or Irish passengers on Uber, which they're very good tippers, they're very fun. I would have to say on my favorite passengers Irish and British would have to be towards the top. They always tip, and they are always incredibly over the top happy. So I don't mind them at all. They're actually, I would say, probably along the top of my favorite types of passengers to get. Yes, I have been to the Buc-ee's in Daytona Beach. So, like, I got these British people, and they were like, man, this guy's an American, like, he's got a truck. They're like, so they just, like, basically labeled me the most American person they've ever seen because I have, like, a crocodile head in my truck. I got the alligator head. I got the red pickup truck. So they're like, yeah, our Uber's a real American. They're like, this is how they got in the car. They're drunk. They're way over the top. And they're like, yeah, this guy's an American. He's got a truck. And not you guys. You're good, man. I love the roof rack, man.
I appreciate it.
What's it hard to get it installed?
No, I bought it like this. The trail hunters come like this.
Trail Hunter?
Yeah.
That's sweet, man. Looks great, man.
I'm gonna sell it, so.
But I got a GMC.
Oh, you got a big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too small for us, so I gotta go with a Tundra.
Yeah, the Tundra. They're all the same these days.
Yeah, I just need something a little bigger.
Yeah, man. Looks great though, man. Yeah. Kevin, what have you been your highest, lowest tip you've ever done doing Uber? Well, my lowest tip is 0. Highest tip, Kevin, was a Vietnamese guy. I've never got a $100 tip yet. I've got a $50 tip. Most Uber drivers will eventually get a $100 tip. I have never got a $100 tip. My highest tip so far was $50 by a Vietnamese guy in West Bradenton. I think he was really impressed how much I knew about his culture. And I had a really nasty passenger right before him. So it's possible that me telling him the story about the horrible passenger made him feel... Anyways, whatever. A Vietnamese guy gave me $50. My second highest tip was a white guy that was getting dinner with his wife in Tampa, over by the Tampa, by Del Mabry. There's a lot of really fancy restaurants in Tampa. And I got this white guy. And this white guy, like lawyer-looking type dude, very professional, dress shirt, dress pants, dress shoes. I'm picking him up at like a very high-end restaurant off of Del Mabry. And this guy gave me a $20 tip through the app and a $20 tip cash. So he totaled $40. Welcome on board, everybody. Check in wherever you're watching from if you haven't yet. I know we got Port Charlotte. We got Indiana. We got Alabama watching. We got Queens, New York. So if you haven't checked in yet, check in. I can hear some nice bluegrass. Okay, I'll tell you guys, I love bluegrass music. They're playing some bluegrass over there. I love banjos, violins, like any music. Yo, we got Oregon. David checking in from Oregon. Knoxville, Tennessee. Jessica Brown, welcome on board. Northwest Bradenton. Okay, Bradenton in the house. Belize locked in my G. Okay, we got the Caribbean. We got Belize up in here. Indiana, Sarasota. I'm still waiting to go to Sarasota. Angel Earth. Well, I hope you'll like it. Somebody's freezing in northern Ohio, Wisconsin, Cheeseheads, Long Island, New York as well. Welcome on board, everybody. So then, after that, my next highest tip, Kevin, would have been St. Pete in the house. I had a Mexican... Yeah! Woo! I tell you what, he played that violin like a damn 10 right there, man. Yeah, buddy. I love the violin. The violin and the banjo are two of my favorite instruments. Yeah, buddy. Jose, yes, I'm not from Anna Maria Island. Slow season here. People are not spending money and... Oh, it's been horrible. Bella Italian, it has been horrible. White Plains, New York. That's what's up, man. New York. No, it really has been disappointing this year. Are you on the Bridge Street? I don't know what this is called. So I think it's called Bridge Street. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. I'm on Bradenton Beach, downtown Bradenton Beach. I don't know what this is called. I think it's called. I can hear the music. It sounds great. We go to Queens, White Plains, and Long Island, New York, in the house. I wish you guys were down here in Florida. We could definitely use some New Yorkers down here. It's been empty. Looks like Bridge Street. I think that's what this is called. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where we are. It looks like they fixed it after the hurricane. Beautiful evening, perfect weather. Port Charlotte in the house. Yeah, Port Charlotte. Kevin says it's about halfway as much. I can hear like a guitar and a violin. I love the sound. Next time you visit New York, you should visit Long Island. I agree. Yeah, we got Town and Country in the house. Welcome on board. Okay, so my third next highest tip. I had a girl, a Mexican girl. She was going from Bradenton to Sarasota, and she gave me a $20 bill. She was a teenage girl, or very young at that. Maybe not a teenage. I think she was a teenager. It was a young Mexican girl, and she gave me $20. I didn't expect it. I was having a brutally bad day, and she made it better, with her $20 tip. Now, $20 tips, there's been a handful of $20 tips. Recently, during a live stream, we picked up McDonald's in Palmetto or Ellington, and we brought it down to Northeast Bradenton, and that guy gave me a $14 tip for a food delivery. That's been the highest tip on a food delivery. New York is beautiful. I agree, New York is beautiful. Kind of cold. So those have been some of my most memorable tips. Trying to think any other time I got like really nice tips. $20 bills I've probably got. I don't know. I've probably got 5 or 6 people out of 1,000 passengers. Right. I'm almost at 1,000 passengers. I'll be at 1,000 soon. Now, I wouldn't amount cash tips to more than $100, $110 throughout the whole year. I'd have to sit down and calculate it for my taxes, but I'm not sure. I'd have to sit down and look at it. The problem is when I get cash tips, I donate it back to homeless people, so it kind of comes in, but then it goes out, so it doesn't really count. Are you and Katie going again? To where, Jessica? To where? To do like food delivery, travel. Yeah, of course, Jessica. But I'll be honest with you guys. We have to pay our taxes. We're trying to see what write-offs we have. On the entrance, we entered well over $100,000. I think close to $120,000 this year, 115, something like that. So we have to go through our deductions because everything that we do is a 1099. So you do the math. If you're on a 1099 and you're all the way up to 100, well, the thing is, congratulations, but here's the thing. I have to pay taxes on it now. And we are broke. And when I say we are broke, I mean like I'm Uber driving on the daily. I had just too many bad things back to back recently. So it hasn't been great for us here. Something smells. There's a restroom there. Okay. There's an oyster bar here. Oh, this is the Anna Maria Oyster Bar. So I heard that the Anna Maria Oyster Bar was like doing some really racist crap with their employees. Anybody hear about that? They're being sued for being racist, from what I've heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but there are some horrible allegations against them. So this is this is great. You can eat facing the backwater. So there's no fishing in this area here. Look how clear the water looks. Look how clear the water looks, guys. Even at night, you can see the water. Look at that, guys. Look how clear the water is, even at night. It looks beautiful. I'd love to come here at some point. But anyways, they were getting sued a while back or something. I would love to interview Traveling Robert. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. I love his channel. I love his positive, upbeat personality. Even if I don't get to interview him, if I just got to meet him one day, I would be pleased to meet Traveling Robert. He is one of my favorite YouTubers. How to hustle and pay these bills? I feel like I need more skills and motivation, bro. Esto no está fácil. If you can just survive, be happy. Things were bad. Look at how beautiful this little bar is here. Did anybody hear about Anna Allen getting Oyster Bar getting sued? Yeah, I don't know what they're. I mean, so Bella, I'm sure you can look it up. It had to do something with like Spanish employees that they did something horrendous to them or something. I wouldn't remember off the top of my head. There's a crab trap right there floating. Look at how clear the water is. The water's so clear. The water's so clear that even at night you can see through it. Yeah, I love Traveling Robert. He really is. And he's Cuban like me. He lives in Miami. He's Cuban like me. Another great Cuban YouTuber. Yeah, Bella, it would be interesting to see what it's about. It was on the news, but the news is sometimes very shallow about things. But they were getting sued. I can't remember what it was, but it was something about like the way they were doing their Spanish employees or something. Can't remember. But anyways, it looks like a beautiful building. Whoever designed this did a beautiful job. I would love to come here. Look at how beautiful it is. You know, sit out here and eat a burger on the water. Looks beautiful. It was something to do with the Spanish employees. But anyways, what a beautiful little area back here. This is gorgeous. Sing my RV song, Traveling in My RV. Something like that. I can't remember it. How's Traveling Roberts? I'm traveling in my RV. No, traveling, that's terrible. Yeah, I don't know. It did sound terrible, Bella. Whatever it was, I read it a while back and I was like, wow, that's horrendous. Like, I read it and I was like, yikes, that sounds horrible. But again, it's all alleged. It's everything you read on news is alleged. It's right on the bay right there. Yeah. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous out here. Looks like Bradenton Beach is mostly, I would say back to normal. Look at this. This is gorgeous out here. The greatest beach vibes. Bradenton Beach is back, guys. And there's no red tide in Bradenton Beach right now. One of my favorite things to do is look at the license plates. This one's from Texas. Know where people are coming from. We got Texas in the house. We got Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee right there. This one is Virginia. This one's Connecticut. So imagine, guys, just so you understand, right? Connecticut, Virginia, Tennessee. There's only one car from Florida in this parking lot. Traveling Robert has another song called Traveling to the West. Wow. Nah, I haven't heard it. But no, Traveling Robert would be an honor to meet him. I love his YouTube channel. I admire his video editing skills, his musical skills, his personality. You're never going to hear him say a cuss word or profanity or anything vulgar. Traveling Robert is an exceptional dude, man. Stand-up guy, respectable, courteous. He has my... Now, to me, the guy is 10 stars out of 10, man. The guy is an incredible dude. You can tell just by his behavior the type of person he is. I would love to meet the guy, and I love watching his videos. My favorite videos from his channel are the ones he did on Michigan. But you think, guys, if we got rid of the out-of-state license plates, there wouldn't be 2 cars from Florida in this parking lot. That's how important tourism is for Florida. And I'm glad that I want to show you guys today that Bradenton Beach is back. And it's beautiful. I don't smell any red tide right now. So if you're up north and it's freezing cold, here we are right now in Bradenton Beach. It's very comfortable. It's not warm. It's not too sticky. It's comfortable. But like I said, I waited for about 20 minutes trying to get an Uber ride. This one's, I think, from Connecticut, I believe. This one's from Florida. So I was waiting, for an Uber ride, and I said, wow, man, there's nobody here. Let me go live and just show you guys how much things have recovered here. Beautiful evening out here. Beautiful. We got to get the tourists back. Victor says it's freezing and I had to work in it today. Oh, that's horrible, bro. No, today was beautiful here in Florida. So this bar here, they're doing a great job with the music and environment. The one on Anna Maria Island, they gotta get rid of their DJ on Anna Maria Island. That guy sucks. Look at how nice the environment is. The music. These people, these are talented people here. And now I'll be honest, a lot of these people working in entertainment here, they suck. They're not funny. They don't have voices to sing. They're not entertaining. I'm gonna congratulate these people here. They're doing a great job of making the crowd happy. Drinking in an Irish pub. Drinking in an Irish pub. So these are the mobile homes that were going to get condemned. So this is the mobile home park that was going to get condemned. Let's dance. He said they suck. They do. The one over there, Manti, they suck. They're horrible. This is the mobile home park that they were trying to condemn. Yeah! Woo! I'm ready! That's a horrible country. You know what? If you're watching from Canada, come to Florida. Don't let a politician tell you what you can or can't do. If you are in Canada and you want to come to Florida, come to Florida. Don't let anybody tell you you can't be here. If you're a Canadian and you want to come to Florida, come on over here and enjoy Florida. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you where you can or can't go. This is the mobile home park that they were trying to condemn. So the water came about, I don't know, about that high. Am I right, guys, locals? How high did the water come here? About that high, I would guess. The water here came about this high. If I'm not mistaken, the water came about that high. Okay? So they were trying to condemn this mobile home park. They were trying to do a land grab on these people. First, when they were being accused of doing a land grab. So when they finally got accused of doing a land grab, then they switched it up and said, oh, no, it's not a land grab. We were going to turn it into a park. That's what they always do. And they actually do turn them into parks, but they didn't come on and say it from the get-go. But this is the mobile home park that they were trying to condemn, guys. And look, it's still here. There's nothing wrong. It's still here. Look. It's still here. Nothing wrong with these mobile homes. Yet the FEMA and the local government were trying to condemn these people's houses for a land grab. This is what's sickening about, like here in Bradenton Beach, the level of corruption with these people, it is unreal. The level of corruption here, it is unfreaking real. Look at these mobile homes. Do these mobile homes look like they need to be condemned to you guys? What do you guys think? Look at them. They're still here. They had no damage. I mean, they had some flooding and this and that. But look, they're all here. They literally evicted all these. No, they can clean it. You cut out a mobile home. You cut out. You just cut out the insulation and put in new insulation. They look okay to me. Yeah. Look, there's nothing wrong with these mobile homes. They were trying to. Yeah, there's a little bit of mold. You cut out the old insulation and put in new insulation. 2 Guatemalans can do that in half a day. They were trying to kick all these people out of their houses, guys, to do a land grab. Look at how beautiful these mobile homes are. It's a land grab. They were trying to get rid of all these mobile homes, guys. They're so corrupt. And here they are. There's nothing wrong with these mobile homes. They're still here. They're not destroyed or anything. One in the back corner, it got hit by the wind because it was on the back corner. And, well, you figure if you're on the back, this car's going to run me over. Let me get out of the way. Wow, look at that. Wow. What a nasty person. The car smells like herb, too. They're smoking in the car. If there's a cop watching the video, go get him. Smells like herb. Almost ran me over. Yeah, it's a land grab. There's nothing wrong with these trailers. Look. What is wrong? You guys tell me what is wrong. I'm going to come back tomorrow in the daytime and do a video here in the daytime. What is wrong with these mobile homes that they needed to demolish them? They were trying to do a land grab. And they're still trying They're still trying. The people look like they're moving back into their homes. I can't really walk in there because it's private property. Now, this is a public street, so I can be out here. But I can't go in there. But, yeah, they were trying to steal these people's lands. And there's nothing wrong with them. Look, most of them have already moved back. But this is the reality of Florida. They're corrupt. They're so bad and corrupt. And then look at how cute this is. Look at how beautiful and cute this is. Don't they look beautiful and cute? Look at how beautiful and cute these little places are. Aren't they cute? Yeah, they're gorgeous. Can you believe how evil these people are? They were trying to do a land grab on these people, saying that the hurricane destroyed them and that they needed to, that they were no longer safe for habitation. They were trying. These people fought back so hard for their community. The only one that got destroyed is the one on the end. The one on the end got destroyed because the wind hit it directly, because that's the backwater. They're cute. Now, this should just give you an idea. By the way, if anybody watching the video has a contact inside of this park, have them email me. I'm gonna do the story very soon. And this is not over. I had us. They're still trying to do something else to them. This isn't over for these people. They're still trying something else. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but they're still doing something to these people here. Like, it's not over for them. I had a subscriber make a video. Make a comment saying that it's not over for them yet. Like, they're still trying something else. Rich people own everything. No one owns everything. Try not paying your property taxes. Yeah, I'm going to get you in there, Mark. I'm going to try. If any of our subscribers, I need an insider to do the story. The story in Miami, I was able to do it really good because I had an insider. I need to get an insider from the park. I've tried talking to people that I've met, like walking around here, and they've been really nasty to me, very disrespectful and nasty. So it's one of those deals where, like, sometimes you're standing up for people, and they get nasty with you either way. So people in a bad mood. But anyways, yeah, they were like literally trying to do a land grab on these people, and I would be nice if you could get some interviews in the park. Yeah. And even if I don't get an interview, if they give me the inside scope, if anybody knows what the inside scope, email it to me. Email me the inside scope. My email's on the main page. Email me the inside scope, because I had a subscriber. He told me he lives here, and they're trying something else now. So, like, now they're going with a whole nother program. Yeah, Bella, they're doing it all over Manatee County. And there's nothing wrong with any of them. You know, they've already moved back into their homes, and they're still trying to take away these people's houses. Now, this is a little resort right here, and this looks like they haven't fixed it since the hurricane. It still looks beat up. It looks like a landfill still here. But that's Florida right now, dude. They're so corrupt that they're just trying to take people's stuff. They're trying to, like, take people's houses, condemn people's houses when there's nothing wrong with it. Sarasota County, yeah, you guys throw the stories at me, and I'll make them. I need more support from you guys. I want to get stories organically from the ground. I don't want to recycle yesterday's news. I like to get stories fresh from the ground. Corporate greed. Well, at the end of the day, the city finally, right, towards the end of this whole thing, the city was like, well, we were really not going to sell it to a developer. We wanted to make it into a park, which is a possibility. But if that was their intention from the get-go, why didn't they say that from the start? They did that to cover their tracks, you know what I mean? I gotta sit down. Oh, this bench is almost broken. So the city was like, well, we're gonna make a park here. Well, they did that. If that was their intention, why didn't they say it from the beginning? They said it last minute. They said it last minute to cover their tracks. Give you an idea how corrupt this place is, right here where we are right now. I got a parking ticket here one time, and they don't let you pay the parking ticket online. You have to come in with cash and pay it in person. Do you hear what I said? You guys hear what I said? Did you guys hear what I said? If you get a parking ticket here, you cannot pay it online. Yeah, if you get a parking ticket here, you can't pay it online. You have to bring it in cash in person to their office. You tell me that's not that's somebody's not keeping that money. And I made a video about it. Do you think they care? No, they don't care. Even if you have a receipt, who's going to confirm it? This guy tried to run me over earlier. I think it was this guy. BMW tried to run me over on live. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm always on alert. Isn't it horrible? Yeah, there's a lot of corruption here. They're trying to do land grabs. I mean, just their parking tickets are horrible. Somebody needs to do a documentary about surviving a day in South Florida. It's horrible. Mercedes. No, the other one was a Beamer. How do the police ticket you if you don't pay? Okay, you get a ticket, but when you go to pay, you have to pay it in person cash. Developers are corporate people. How do we have an orange man, one in Gaza? We need all Florida Gulf Restore to help the restaurants. He wants Gaza to buy it. Where do you even start? Everything's about money and corruption, and the sad thing is that they're taking people's houses at this point. It's not. It's not. It's just at the point where, like, imagine these people. They work so hard to buy these houses, right? To have a little trailer on the beach in Florida. Probably worked their whole lives to obtain a little place to retire. And then to have, all these big corporate people trying to have their houses condemned just so they can take them. And, like, there's mobile home parks that really got destroyed in poor areas, and they're not trying to condemn those houses. They're trying to condemn these houses because they're on an island. Katie, go towards the truck. You want me to go towards the truck, Katie? What's going on? You want me to go check on the truck, Katie? Is something going on with the truck, baby? What's going on? I'll get it. I'm right by it. I can be there in seconds. Is something wrong with the truck, baby? What's going on, Katie? Something wrong with the truck? Because I can be there in seconds. What's going on with the truck, baby? I can be there in a second. What's up? Oh, held for review comment. Okay. All right. Well, somebody tried to run me over earlier. You want me to just talk to the cops about it? I know the cop that works here. Yeah, yeah, don't worry about it, baby. If they're going to do something, they're going to do it. I'm not scared of nobody. But that car that tried to hit me, that was somebody that wasn't by accident. That wasn't by accident. That wasn't by accident. It's okay, babe. There's a lot of people here. It's a public place. I'm not worried. Yeah, people are bad. They really are. No, but there's nothing wrong. Truck's right there. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. All right, don't worry about it, Katie. I'm here in a public place, and I'm friends with the cops here, so don't even worry about it, Katie. Don't worry about it, Katie. We're in a public place, and I'm friends with the cops here, so don't worry about it. Somebody's been making threats. Somebody made threats during the live stream. And I had somebody has been stalking us lately, doing stuff to us lately. We've been having some issues, but show their face. I'm live 24/7, so I'm not hard to find. If wherever it is, grow a pair of nuts and find me in person. Yeah, that's the thing, these people, like, they try to run your... Katie, forget it. I'm not even worried about it. I'm in public. If he wants to find me, I'm right here. I'm not hiding from anybody. Yeah, I'm not hiding from anybody. I'm here. Everybody knows where I'm at. If somebody wants to find me, they know where I'm at. But, yeah, we have been receiving a lot of threats lately. Mostly politically and racially motivated stuff. Yep. Yeah, that's the downside of success. It always makes somebody mad. And they do try to do bad stuff. I've had somebody, but we don't pay it any attention. We keep it moving. I'm live right here right now. If somebody wants to see me in person, I'm right here. I'm not entertaining games. So like I was saying, guys, get off the topic. They're just wasting our time. Yeah. And they're not even worth your time. I'm not hiding. I've been live for the last 5 days in a row for hours. So if somebody needed to find me, they can find me. Like I said, and if it's a poor person, I'll have you arrested. If it's a rich person, I'll have you sued. So go for it. If you're poor, you're going to jail, and if you're rich, you're getting sued. That's how it is if you want to bother me. I hope it's a rich guy so I can sue him. When I lived in Alabama, I had a conversation with Billy. He's the Ku Klux Klan of Hopo, Alabama, and he told me he's got two black people are suing him for he hurt two black people are suing him. The guy in the Klan's getting sued by black people because I guess he had some trucking companies or something, and they hurt a black guy, and the black guy sued them. So if you want to find out, if you want to play around and find out, play around and find out. Get off it, guys. It's not even worth it. Get off it, guys. Stop. But the vibes have been really bad on the beach lately. So I had Okay, I'll tell you guys a story from today. I was on the beach today, and there's a lady with 2 glasses of wine on the beach. And I mess with people. It's my hobby, messing with people. And I was at the beach today, and there's like this. Hello.
What's up, man?
What are you doing, man? So I'm on the beach, and there's like this lady. She's got 2 cups of wine, and I go up to her, and I was like, "Hey, I have a wine tax on the beach. If you're drinking wine on the beach, I'm gonna tax you for drinking wine on the beach. It's just a joke, whatever." She's like, I am mourning my son's death. I'm like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Like, that was not. We go to the beach to party, not to mourn. You know what I mean? But that's the type of vibes. Like, people are literally mourning at the beach, and okay, I get it. I'm sorry that's what it was, but it's been a pretty bad vibe lately. Like, it really has been a really bad vibe lately. Like, it's been horrendous. Hey, buddy. It's been a really bad vibe. It's been just like it's a Florida beach town. Enjoy life. Get out there and have a good time and enjoy your life, People are depressed. Yeah. I don't know what the crap it is. And I told her, hey, I'm sorry. Like, I come to the beach to party. Like, most people are blasting music and stuff. Like, oh, I'm sorry. You're good. But yeah, like, most people go to the beach to party, to have a good time, and you got some weird vibes out here lately. It's not. It is a rough time for many right now. A lot of people are very depressed. A lot of people are really depressed right now. Now, this place is loud right here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been tough on people. No. So you got it. Respect SLV coins. You actually got it backwards. It's the locals who are in a bad mood. And I'm telling you, I'm an Uber driver. And it's never the tourists. The tourists are never in a bad mood. The grumpy people you meet around town are always the locals. The tourists are usually in a really good mood. I would have to respectfully respectfully disagree on that one. I would have to respectfully disagree on that one. It's the tourists are usually in a great mood. I don't know why the cop kind of spun so hard on me. I don't know why the cop did that. He spun really hard on me. No, it's the locals are usually the ones that are in a bad mood. And I'm telling you, as an Uber driver, I deal with locals and tourists, and all the ones that are in a bad mood, grumpy, almost always. Yeah, it is like that. I know a lot of people think it's like, oh, the tourists. No, they're coming here to vacation. They're in a great mood. They tip really well. They tip good. They're in a good mood. They're having a great time. It's always the grumpy people are always the locals. They're stressed out about how they're going to pay their bills. They're stressed out that their tourism is down. They don't know how they're going to pay their mortgage. They don't know how they're going to pay their car. They don't know anything. They're just in a really, really bad mood. So no, it is not in any way, shape, or form. The locals are the ones that are in a bad mood. I can confirm it over and over again. Tourists, they're here to have fun. Even when I Uber drive, the tourists 90%, maybe 95% tip, for example. The locals less than 10%, just so you understand the difference. So you're Uber driving tonight. If you get a tourist, the tourists are going to tip at a rate of 90%, locals at a rate of 10%. That should just give you an idea of how. Because keep in mind that nobody gets in trouble when they're not home. People don't get arrested where they don't live because that just doesn't work. People don't almost never get arrested where they live. Yeah, tourists are the extra cash, the lifeblood of Florida. And a lot of us depend on it. So, because tourism has been so bad lately, Oh, you can park over here. You can park right here. Yeah, you can park right there. The tourists are the lifeblood of Florida, and we have had hurricanes. I mean, now the Canadians don't want to come to the United States, and like probably 70% of them, when they come over here, it's to come to Florida. I mean, other than Michigan or something, But, Canadians not being happy with the United States, that is brutal for Florida. I mean, this whole thing with this whole beef with Canadians, no other state's going to. Navarre Beach is your favorite beach in Florida. You know what? Last shall be first. I did a video in Navarre Beach that's probably 40 minutes long that I never published. You want me to publish it for you? If real local get jobs that don't depend on tourists, and you will live happy in Florida. Yes, Mark, absolutely. It's horrendous. But there aren't really solid industries in Florida too, so you also got to contend with that. It takes a lot to tick off Canadians. It sure does. Hey, you made a solid point. I'll get it published for you, okay? It's about now. There's one part that I have to edit out. I can't remember what. Hey, buddy. I can't remember what I said during the video, but there was something that I said that needed to get edited. Okay, Bella. Take care of your phone call. Have a great night. Now, it wasn't Navarre Beach. Navarre Beach is inside of a protected. I did a video of Navarre and Mary Esther. Okay? So I did videos in Navarre and Mary Esther, and I never published them. Drive around videos. During the snow, too. You can't go on the island, sorry. You can't go on the island because it's a protected national reserve or something. There's a new national parks rule in Okaloosa Island. All the coastline is part of some type of national something, right? So because it's like a national park or something like that, you're not allowed to record for YouTube commercial purposes. Sorry guys, I'm here, but my mind's somewhere else. Moose Trails here. So yeah, I'll get that published for you. It's Mary Esther and Navarre. I did videos in both of those places. Haven't published either one of them. So there's been a lot of like what I would call like passive aggressive microaggressions, I think they call them now. I had a horrific experience today. I was wearing my cowboy hat. I was at a gas station in Sarasota. This is kind of the worst thing that happened to me today. So I was at a gas station in Sarasota today, and I was like wearing my cowboy hat, and there's like a little taco truck in the back, so there's like people wearing their cowboy hats, and it's like a little neighborhood hangout spot. And I had a guy. Don't think this guy knew who I was. So it wasn't like he knew me. But this guy decided, for some reason that I don't understand, he decided to start crowing like a rooster, making fun of the fact that we're wearing cowboy hats. And I just about had it. Looking back on it now, I might have overreacted. But, you know, how, and the guy, he had a work truck, and it was a work truck from Ocala area. 352. So this guy's probably from Brooksville or Ocala or somewhere up that way. And the guy was making fun of us, you know. But I guess he didn't figure that I knew English and was going to, you know. And you know what? Looking back on it now, I should have never interacted with this guy. I should have just let it slide and kept going. I don't know why I engaged, which is not, but I got caught off guard, and sometimes we get caught at our weakest, you know, we get caught off guard or who knows what. Yeah, there's very racist people in Ocala, and this guy had an Ocala.
Double request right here. Little Big Town. Come on. Sing it.
All right. Yo, this place is lit. My friend Jack. Yo, he sells auto insurance. Drunk folks, yeah, I have to back off because of the copyright situation. I don't want to get that copyright strike. But no, this guy from Ocala, and this is like, keep in mind, we're in, this is like Latin King and 13 neighborhoods, so it's the hood. Like, if the little young kids had been there, they would have sliced him up, because this is the type of, I don't know if you guys watch the news in Bradenton, Sarasota. At least in Bradenton, this is right on the Bradenton line. If they arrest, almost on a daily basis, somebody gets stabbed, shot, or beat up in Bradenton. I don't know if you guys know that. Literally on the news. If you go to the arrest records for Bradenton, almost on a daily basis, somebody gets handled in Bradenton. Everybody gets down in Bradenton. Like, don't mess with people in Bradenton. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you want to do something stupid in your life, start some crap in Bradenton, they will get down. Well, I think this guy got lucky that the wrong people were not there, because what he did was wrong. But go figure. A guy from Ocala or Brooksville in a Mexican neighborhood in Sarasota making fun of people. That had a lot of potential to get wrong. It really had a lot of potential to get wrong. Very rude and disrespectful. And, you know, it's crazy to know, like, you're starting to see, I'm sure you guys watching today's video, you might see this. You might be at a grocery store and see it. You might be at a gas station and see it. People are really getting violent with racism now. People are not, there was a time when racism was like covert, underneath the table. No, like, people are literally out there trying to fight strangers over racism. It's crazy. It's scary. Like, here we are. We're just at this. And we were having a great time. You know, like, they're eating food. There's a guy with a bicycle. We're all hanging out. They're taking a lunch. Everybody was taking a lunch break. It was the mid part of the day. Everybody's in there. We're all having a good time. Legitly, everybody there was having a great time. Nobody was, we're all having a great time. And here comes this guy with his racist freaking game making fun of people. And I kind of lost it. And I really, I don't like the way I acted. I let the person trigger me. But it was so unexpected. You experience racism from Brazilians. I think the problem with Brazilians is that they think that Brazilians are like Cubans, where they think that they're like the white people that are racist, but they don't understand that that's not how it really works. I think the problem with Brazilians is a lot of Brazilians are similar to Cubans, where they think that they're white. They think they're white Southerners or something, or they think that they're politically aligned with those people, but they don't understand that those people don't like anybody. So they're just kind of playing for the other team, and they're not aware of it. Overall, most Brazilians in Brazil are not racist, but the ones you get here in the United States, they tend. Same thing happens with Russians. They tend to think that they're on one side of the spectrum, but they don't realize that they're immigrants too. At least we're you can say Mexicans. At least Mexicans learn how to speak English without an accent. You know, some of these like Brazilians and Russians, they can't even learn English without. I've never met a single Russian or Brazilian who can learn English and knock the accent. They can't get rid of the accent, but then they think that they're. It's getting scary, and it's like, it's not like I'm vocal against anybody. It's that they're trying to force you to show support for whatever they're into, and if you don't show support for whatever they want you to show support for, now they treat you like an enemy because they're trying to force you to support. And I'm just a travel YouTuber. I don't give a crap about politics. But then you got all these people that are fanatical and they're looking for people to victimize over their politics. It's terrifying. It really is gotten scary. You think with their little minion winning and they'd be happy now, but no, it's not. They're not happy. They're still scary. And they're trying to force people into... They're trying to force you to confirm their political ideology. And some of us just don't give a crap about politics. Neither one of them. And no, it is scary. Like that situation today was horrendous. I mean, and I flipped out. I did. And I have to look, I have to look at my behavior, correct my behavior, because possibly the worst thing you ever want to do is engage people that are like that. And I wasn't expecting it. I got caught off guard. I'm going to turn off the audio for 1 second so we don't get I don't think we'll get a copyright strike. I don't think that's a song. You might not care about politics, but politics care about you. Yeah, that's what it is, David. You're right. Like on my channel, I've never voiced support for any politician at all. I'm not a registered voter. I don't care to be. But they want to force you to support whatever they want you to support. And if you don't, it's like they're on social media hunting for people that they can shove their ideologies down their throat. It's a horrible time to be a human right now. It's a horrible time to be a human. It really is. Let me get past this. It's really noisy. Hold on, guys. A lot of noise in this little bar. A lot of noise. Let's just get through here. Toe to toe. Toe to toe to toe. Yep. Like when I first started doing YouTube, that is loud. I can't hear this. I promise. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna get a copyright strike. It's loud. Loud. Hold on, y'all. I still can't hear y'all. I can't even hear myself. It's loud. Whew. Yeah, politics definitely are overrated on YouTube. When I first started doing YouTube, like people that were racist were kind of subtle. They were kind of like beat around the bush. Now they're wide open. And they'll find like somebody and be like, "Hey, do you believe in this?" I'm not interested. Okay, yeah. I never said I was against you, buddy. But people are paranoid. I think addiction plays a huge role in people to behave like that. But no, it is scary. Like here I am doing a live stream talking about like our beach town and how the recovery is going and how the vibes have been pretty crappy lately. And here we have somebody trying to run me over with a car and stalking us and threatening us. Like, what the crap, man? And what's crazy is I wish these people had the guts to find me and show their face. Because it's always some, like, behind-the-scenes stalking weird crap. They never have the guts to, like, at least I wish somebody would show their face, man. Like, I don't know these people today that did that, right? And I hate that it happened this way, but that guy today from Ocala who did that, I think I might have scared life back into that guy. I'm not going to tell you my reaction wasn't over the top. But after you have all this pent-up frustration, you're having a good time, it's hard. The best thing you can do, you have to just always be prepared for somebody doing something crazy. And always be prepared to de-escalate the situation. Never escalate. Never, That's their intent. Yeah, they want to trigger you, so don't be triggered. They want to trigger you. They want you to be upset. They want you to be as angry as they are. If there's still sand over here, let me sit down for a minute. My back is killing me. Bradenton Beach City Hall. We are in the capital of corruption here. They changed the Gulf of Mexico. I know, I just saw that on Google Maps. And that's the times we're in. I mean, people, like today I was on the beach, like I said, man, like, and I'm like, dude, you're on the beach. Like, I'm on the beach, and people literally are on the beach with bad vibes. You know? Bro, we are on the beach today, the capital of corruption. That's hilarious. I was on the beach today, and there were people on the beach in a bad mood. I'm like, dude, you're on the beach. What is wrong with you? Flat tire on the bus. We'll hear the tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. There's still, like, sand piled up everywhere. There's still, like, piles of sand from the hurricane in some spots. But, yeah, guys, I don't know what to tell you. All I can tell you guys is literally there are people that are on the beach, and they're in a bad mood. I'm like, yo, what is wrong with people? Bad vibes, bad energy. People are just angry and weird. So the people that asked me earlier, do we have plans to travel? Yeah, we do. But unfortunately, it's going to take money to travel. Traveling is not free. And this is the time of the year where we have to pay our taxes. I have to pay our taxes. We got credit cards that we maxed out from the last trip we went on. So we have to bounce back before we can travel again. And when we travel again, have I ever been stung by a jellyfish? Never. Never been. Maybe when I was little one time. I think when I was little one time in the Naples Pier. But it was probably so long ago that I couldn't remember. Yeah. The Gulf of the Calusa Indians. Gulf of the Native Americans. Yeah, life is very stressful and people are just... But I do think that most of these people that are like that just have a substance problem. They're paranoid, they're methed out or something. Because normal people, I don't think normal people behave like that. I hope not. I don't think normal people behave like... I hope not. Gulf of oil spills by American greed. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's so pathetic that people aren't even supporting it. They're laughing. I mean, you got red tide oil spills, a contamination. You got a dead zone over by Louisiana. I mean, when you think about the Gulf of Mexico, it's probably one of the biggest ecological disasters on Earth. The red tide, oil spills, contamination. It's so pathetic because the reality is that it's been destroyed by American greed, like you said. They're blaming someone else for their mistakes. Yep. Yep. All we can do is just keep jugging along, guys. That's all we can do. I'm going to fish more. I mean, the crazy thing is, right, like, you come to the beach to get away from nut jobs like that, right? I mean, the idea of coming to the beach is to get away from nut jobs like you'd think, right? Like, okay, we're at the beach. There's going to be no nut jobs on the beach. It's just like people are drinking, they're playing on sand. You know, it's really hard to believe that on the beach, you were running into these nut jobs on the beach. Like, really, at all places? I pay more than that in Victor. It depends, man. Any debt, the higher the amount, the better, because the quicker you pay it off. Yeah, David, that's about right. Yep. The best Mexican food in Sarasota. La Guadalupana on Washington's pretty good. Now, if you go to the south end on 41 south of the hospital, there's Rincon Toleka. They're on US 41 heading down towards Gulf Gate. They're pretty good. Mi Pueblo is pretty good. They're more of a festive place, like where you would go on a date or something. I think sometimes they have live music there. They're a big restaurant. I think they're on Lockwood Ridge. If I'm not mistaken, it's called Mi Pueblo. They're pretty good. Now, Mi Pueblo isn't authentic. It's more like the vibe's really nice. It's a nice place for an evening out. What are other good Mexican restaurants in Sarasota? I would say Rincon Toleca. For sure Guadalupana. Other good Mexican restaurants in Sarasota. There's one that's very authentic, but it's pushing hole in the wall. And it's is it Beniva and Tuttle? No. Tuttle and Bahia Vista, Bee Ridge and Beniva. There's like an intersection that's like diamond shaped, southeast of downtown. And there's a Mexican restaurant there called. What's it called, Katie? You know you like it. What's it called, Katie? Best Cuban restaurant. Best food truck you ever ate at in Florida. Okay. Alright, best Cuban restaurant. Okay, so best Cuban restaurant. Alright, so when it comes to Cuban restaurants in Naples, sorry guys, I'm really, really tired. You guys know I'm still dealing with my back and all that. And this walk today I'm really at my limit because I also metal detected today. When you're metal detecting, you're bending over a lot and stuff like that. So I'm really, really worn out. Sorry, guys, I'm really worn out. Who died at the city hall? I did return the Xbox. I sold it or something. Things got tough. No more the decision to get rid of the Xbox. So first of all, the controllers were having all types of trouble. I don't know if you remember that part, but there was all types of problems with the controllers. We decided that it was detrimental for me to be playing video games all the time. It wasn't good for my mental health to play video games. So me and Kate decided that it wasn't the best thing for me. But back to Kevin's question. So Kevin, the best Cuban restaurant in Florida, in my opinion, it's a very difficult question because Cuban food is so diverse. Kevin, that's a tough question because Cuban food is so diverse that it's not an easy question that you're asking. Because one place may specialize in one thing but not the other. So what do you authentically consider the best Cuban restaurant? It depends on what type of Cuban food you're dealing with. So I think that's a very tricky question, Kevin. And I'll tell you some good Cuban restaurants. I wouldn't be able to tell you the best, but I can tell you some good ones. In Naples, there's a place, I don't know what it's called right now, but it's on Immokalee Road. Immokalee Road in Randall. It's right next to Armando's Market. They recently changed the name. I don't know what it's called now. But that restaurant is pretty good. And all that is a hole-in-the-wall cafeteria. I mean, it's not hole-in-the-wall, but it's definitely not fancy. Okay, so that cafeteria is definitely going to be among the top of good. And they make a really good steak sandwich. Let's say if you wanted to If you wanted the best steak sandwich you ever had, that would be the place to have it. Katie, we recently went to a Cuban restaurant. Okay, Havana. Havana, I think it's called the one in Lehigh Acres. Okay, in Lehigh Acres, there's a place called Havana. They're on Leonard and Lee. Incredible. All around Cuban food. And they also have a bakery that's pretty good. So, hold on, y'all. I got music blasting here. I gotta be able to hear my own thoughts. This is really loud. Gotta be able to hear my own thoughts. Other Cuban places that are good. In Sarasota, Rincon Cubano off of Honor and 17th is pretty good. I mean, they're not the best ever, but in Sarasota, they're pretty good. They're up there. I'm trying to think about another one I can recommend to you guys. Hard call. In Miami, Mariucci and Hialeah. Mariucci and Cuba Lives. So if you're in Miami, Hialeah in particular, in Hialeah, Cuba Lives. Cuba Lives in Hialeah and Mariucci, both in Hialeah. Really good, really good. Amazing Cuban restaurants in Miami. Any other? Okay, if you're in Fort Lauderdale, Las Vegas and Fort Lauderdale is pretty good, but I will tell you that if you're in Fort Lauderdale, somebody told me that the other one, Padrinos, is better. So I haven't been there yet. Somebody said Padrinos is better than Las Vegas. I'm not sure. I'd have to see that. Now, in Delray Beach, there's a Cuban restaurant in downtown, right in the thick of the action. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, can't you drop your beer? You better get that before the cop sees it. You better run and get that. You better get, oh, the cops are coming, run. The cops are coming, go, run. The cops are coming, run. You better run, the cops are coming. All right. So, yeah, those are some good options. In Delray Beach, there's a Cuban restaurant. It's really fancy. I can't remember the name. Crap, I couldn't tell you the name if I remembered it. I just couldn't remember the name. But in Delray Beach, right in the strip, right in the thick of the action, right on the main street, there's a Cuban restaurant. It's really fancy. It's like bistro meets French meets Cuban. It's definitely top tier. It's not garbage. That place, it's not affordable. It's fancy, but if you want like a high-end, vibrant Cuban restaurant, that is one good option in Delray Beach. Where else? Oh, in West Palm Beach, other Cuban. If you're in West Palm Beach, on Okeechobee, there's a place that's Cuban and Mexican. It's got both cuisines. Both are good. That's in West Palm Beach, on Okeechobee. That's a post office right there. That's right. If you're in Miami, in Homestead, there's a place called Julio's. They're pretty good. Gosh, in LaBelle, Florida, there's like 2 or 3 Cuban restaurants in LaBelle. I'm pretty sure like almost every one of them is dope. In Sebring, Florida, there's a Cuban restaurant there. Más o menos, 50-50. I'm going to tell you a good restaurant. If you're in Orlando, there's a Puerto Rican restaurant in Orlando called Cilantrillo. This is it. The Puerto Rican food scene in Orlando is off the scales. And Cilantrillo is probably the pinnacle of it. That's what you guys are saying. The last building on the left is called the Drift Inn. That's right. It's still closed. The city's fighting because the Tiki Hut was twice the size of the permit. Nice local place. Oh, that's the one. Yeah. Okay, so which is the place? I thought they closed it down. I read on the news that the permit wasn't, like, they built it bigger than what the permit said or something, and now the city's fighting. The local, just let it be. Does anybody agree with me? Yeah, there's an uproar. Which building is it? Let's go over there, guys. Let's look at that. Is it the one that, like, is it the new one that they built right over there? Is it the new one they built over there, or is it the old one? Okay, right. Jose, do you make more money doing food delivery or Uber? Uber is way better. Food delivery is garbage. But you are in Indiana, and in Indiana, it could be different. because in Indiana, people aren't starving like they are here in Florida. Okay, I'm gonna walk down there, guys. We're gonna figure this out. So, if you're not familiar with the situation, here in Florida, to build something, you have to have a building permit, and the building permit is gonna have specifications on what the structure has to be. So the locals are all excited about this little thing over here that they're building. However, the local government said, "Hold on now, this does not meet the specifications of the permit." It's not this one, right? It's not this one right here, right? Is it the one? It's the one right straight over there, the new building over there. Is that the one? Past sports lounge. The drift is the last building on the left with a giant empty tiki attached. So it's this one right here. Oh, this is it right here. Okay. So what was the issue? Is it this one? Okay, so this is it right here. So the issue is that the tiki hut's too big, or what? What was the issue? The tiki hut's too big? Okay, so the issue is this building here. I think it's awesome. I love it. What's the problem? They said it didn't meet the specifications for the permit, or what? So the issue is that didn't meet. It's twice the size of what the permit said. Okay, so when you pull a permit, you have to meet the requirements of the permit. You can't just build. I wish they would. It's called they gotta apply for a variance and hope they get it. Yeah. Oh no, it looks beautiful. Just approve it, right? What's wrong with it? Approve it. First of all, whoever tried to do it should have known better than that. Okay, you know you're in a beach town in Florida, so you know you gotta, whatever you're doing, you know you gotta pull permits, right? I mean, they took a risk. They can ask for a variance. I can't believe they're gonna make them tear it down, though. Where does the property easement come to? Is there an easement attached to this property or not? What is the easement at? So there's going to be a setback here. So these buildings are all attached. So where does the property line end? Does the property line end right here? It's not. Is there a survey marker anywhere? I walked through there earlier. I didn't realize it was a construction site. You're not really supposed to do that. My bad, y'all. I didn't do it on purpose. So you can see that it is a property marker. Where's the property line? Is there a 5-foot easement? Does this parking lot belong to this? Is it the same parcel? I think the developers are trying to make it impossible for them to rebuild so a developer can buy it. I wouldn't doubt it, Nicole, but if they pulled permits, they have to do it the right way. So if you pull a permit, you have to comply. And also, the structure doesn't end there with the concrete. The structure ends at the overhang. And if you look, there's a 3-foot overhang. So really, this is right here. It's actually right here. Right. So it's to the overhang of the roof. So you can see you have about a 3.5-foot overhang. So that right there is not where the structure ends. The structure ends where the water line is going to fall right here. So if this empty lot belongs to this parcel and there's no easement on the side, they should be able to require a variance and do it. Okay? They can apply for a variance. Now, of course, that's if they do it according to the book. Okay? If they do it according to the book, now, if this is the same parcel, right? If this is the same parcel, I don't know where this is proper. Does anybody have Manatee County Property Appraiser open in front of them? Katie, are you home right now? Katie, if you're in front of the computer, I don't know if you're home, look up the parcel and see where the property line ends. So here's the deal. If this empty lot belongs to this parcel, let's say the property line ends right here. If the property line ends right here, they're encroaching on the easement or the setback. Now, I don't know what the setbacks are on these buildings because these buildings are all attached to each other. So normally there's a setback between buildings, but it doesn't look like this parcel might have setbacks because they're all right up against, they run concurrently to each other. So the issue would be if this empty parking lot belongs to this building and it's the same parcel, they can apply for a variance. Now, if the property line ends here, and let's say there's a 5-foot easement, right? or a 5-foot setback. My bad, a setback. So the property line is right here. Then this would be an encroachment on the setback, and whether they like it or not, they're going to have to remove it. So I think it would come down to what is the easement this way, because even if they applied for a permit for this and they built it bigger, then they can apply for a variance to the permit and they can extend it, and they will be able to get away with it. So it's going to come down to where the property line is. If the property line is there, then they're encroaching on the next person, because every building, let me give you an example, like, see this building right here? There's no property line. Why don't they have parking stakes? They should have it staked out. There's no survey stakes anywhere out here. They should have survey stakes. But if they're trying to cover something up, they may not have survey stakes. So let's say this building right here, right? So here's a fence. So we could assume this is assuming that this is a property line because there's a fence. It might be a 3 or 4 foot setback here. So, but you see that the roof overhang comes to here, and it isn't just the setback to the structure. It's also setback to the roof. So in this case, let's assume this were a property line. Assuming this will be a property line, you have a setback on the side. But again, it's going to become whether this parcel and that parcel are the same. Yes. So what it's, I don't have the property appraiser in front of me, but really the determination would be who owns this lot. If they own this lot, there shouldn't be a problem with them just pulling a variance on the permit and moving forward. But if there is an encroachment on a setback of another property, they are not going to be able to keep the tiki hut. I can guarantee you that. But then again, you're in corrupt, disgusting Bradenton Beach. So, local government here is very corrupt. So like you said, if they don't like these people, for example, they're trying to give them a hard time. I mean, you got to do things by the book. This is a beach town. You got to do stuff by the book. So it looks beautiful. I hope they don't have to demolish it. I think the only thing that could really save this property from that situation would be where the property lines are. That's it. It all comes to where is the property line. If there's enough setback, then you should have no problem with encroaching on somebody else's property. They have to approve a variance. I believe that tiki huts in the state of Florida have to be built by the Native Americans, and they're the ones that dictate what the building standards are. Anyways, that's what it is, guys. So, sadly, I hope they don't have to knock it down because it does look great. And the locals will enjoy it, but you are on a beach town on an island in Florida. If you're going to pull a permit, you got to do it by the book. And yes, it is a beautiful, very large tiki hut. But, I mean, come on, dude. You're on a beach town in Florida. So, if you're going to build something, you got to follow the rule. I hope they can fix the problem because it looks like a beautiful tiki hut. And I bet the locals are upset, but that's the way things work. And if you're encroaching on another person's property, there's really not a lot of wiggle room on that. But when I get home tonight, I'll look at the property appraiser. Am I still live? Give me a second, guys. Am I still live? Comments on the live stream. Guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Oh, it froze. Great. I think the live stream froze on me, but regardless. Okay, guys, the phone is at 10%. We're at 10%, so I'm going to end the live stream because there's no more charge. Would you guys like to see me driving through Bradenton? You want me to hook it up to the car and drive through Bradenton? Is that a possibility for you guys? Do you guys want me to stay live? Because I can drive through Bradenton. It's still a 45-minute drive home. So we could drive for another 45 minutes to the city as I'm heading home. I'm probably not going to Uber drive tonight because there's no passengers. It was horrible all day. Okay, I'm going to do this for you guys. Now, I was supposed to Uber drive, but I couldn't get any rides, so I'm just going to go home again. This is the second or third night in a row I go out. Friday was really good, but last 2 days have been really bad, so either way. But we're at 10%, so the phone will eventually die. And there's always the potential that when I hook up the phone to the car, it could freeze as well. So that's also a possibility, because when I hook it up to the power supply, it could trip up the live stream. So we're going to try this. We're going to try to hook up to the car, and then I'll drive you guys home. Maybe I'll take a shower, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Uber has been so freaking bad lately. It's just disappointing. And it's like I normally don't have to Uber drive this much, but January was a horrible month for us economically. The elections really took a toll on our YouTube channel because we didn't make videos about politics. So we're being punished by the algorithm for not being involved in politics. Hey, we're in our car now. Oh, my back hurts so much. I don't even think I could drive if I wanted to. I'll be honest, my back hurts so much. Okay, guys, so now we're gonna go for a drive. Let me undo this thing. Give me a second. And again, guys, there is the potential that when I hook it up to the car, it could freeze on us. We'll find out if it does it or not. Let's hook up the cord and hope it works. There's always the potential that when I hook it up, it could freeze. But let's hook it up and hopefully it works. You guys let me know. Okay. We are now hooked up to the car. Let me know if you guys... Let me know if you can hear me right now. If you can hear me right now, we're good to go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know. Even if I wanted to Uber drive, I don't have any energy. I'm done. Can you hear me right now? Let me know in the comments. Turn your seat warmers on. It helps your back pain. This one does not have seat warmers. Believe it or not, what car? The Yukon, the GMC Yukon that I had seat warmers. This is not the Denali version. Hear you clear. Okay, guys. So we're going to be driving back home. I'm glad you guys want to stick with me. So do we want to travel? Yeah, we want to travel. But things are tight right now, guys. So we'll get through this. We've been through tight moments. We'll get through this. And the video is clear. Good. Okay. So we're going to drive through Bradenton. And then we're going to head home. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you guys can get a wider view. I think the wider view doesn't get as many views. But we'll go real slow here. Okay. All right. Now I am driving, so I'll be able to read comments when I'm at a red light. If I'm driving, I cannot read. Go fund me for Jose's travels. Kevin, that would be a great idea. And, you know, I believe our audience would support us, but I think first we would have to pay our taxes. So let's get through tax time. And a GoFundMe for our travels would be a great idea. We deserve Puerto Rico at this point. I feel like we deserve it at this point. It's been a tough little bit for me and Katie. I mean, ever since I got hurt, you know, we've been through a thing or two, and the last few trips we've done, I mean, we've done some things. We went to Indiana, went to Ohio, we just went to Alabama, Georgia, but we need like real travels, places we've never been to before. I think I'm gonna go on Cortez. Yeah, this will work. We'll take Cortez down. It was a beautiful day. Oh, I have a video when I get home. As soon as I get home, guys. So when I get home, I have a video that I have to upload. It's about a homeless camp that's getting demolished here in Sarasota. So I did do a video in the daytime. Katie's been through a lot with her health lately. It's been... You guys don't know every detail of everything me and Katie are going through, but we've been through a lot. Lately, we've had people trying to bother us again, which I just wish they would show their face. You know, I hate the fact that they hide. Show your face, you know? But, you know, we've had people bothering us. We've had Katie's health problems. It's been, you know, my back. I mean, crap, at least I can walk again. Man, I was walking on a walker for nearly 6 months with a walker and a cane, you know? I didn't end up in a wheelchair because I refused it, but there was a time where I should have been on a wheelchair. Today I actually metal detected for about an hour and a half or an hour. And I haven't done that. I've done like 5 minutes of metal detecting, 10 minutes here or there. Today was the first time I really went metal detecting, you know, for like a good amount of time. Like I went metal detecting for a while. I found a little kid's toy, but I let a kid have it. You know, I didn't want to keep it. But I haven't really done this type of physical, you know, labor in a while. This is probably since I hurt my back. I go metal detecting for 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, you know. But I think today I actually might have gone metal detecting for about an hour. So my back is actually starting to contract. I can actually feel like real pain right now. I'm gonna need some ice packs. Katie, is my ice pack in the fridge? Do we have the ice pack in the fridge, Katie? I'm gonna need it tonight for sure. What I did today was probably the most I've done in a while when it comes to physical exertion. But I'm going to definitely need some rest. But I metal detected for a while. My back pain's improved a lot in the last week. But like I said, it's still a daily thing. It's just maybe my brain's got used to the pain. The last 2 nights, I haven't had pain while sleeping. I've been able to sleep flat on my back for the last 2 nights without pain, and that's good. I had a day where I Uber drove for 5 hours, which is the most I've done in a while. So I'm starting to see improvements in my health here and there. It isn't like leaps and bounds, but like I'm able to do a little bit more every day. 5 minutes here, 3 minutes there. I'm starting to, but you know, I hope now with pool season around the corner, when it gets warm enough, I can get in the pool. I can start doing some pool aerobics. I went to the gym. Oh, no lights on that thing, bro. You can barely see that person. And there's a sidewalk. What an idiot, you know? There's a sidewalk that's nice and clean and safe. He wants to ride in a black sweater with barely any lights on the freaking edge. Why would you do that? You can barely see that person. We'll get there. One day at a time. When it gets warm enough to go to the pool, I want to start doing some, you know, pool aerobics, you know? I feel like if we had good beach weather, now going to the beach really wears me out. So does going to the pool, but it's good because I can, in the pool, I can make movements and stretches that I can't normally. I can stretch my body without putting pressure on my body. So hopefully when it warms up enough, our community has a pool here. They just won't turn it on. Once they get that pool, you know, it gets hot enough to get in the pool, that would be nice to go in the pool and stretch out a little bit. And enough of my pain and suffering, you know. Haven't thought about lawyers, haven't thought about that in months now. I think I'm going to let it be what it's going to be. The doctors, the hospital has been calling me, and I don't know what to do. We have like $140,000 in medical bills. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, what am I gonna do? I don't have $140,000. You know, these scumbag lawyers made me do this surgery, and now I have to pay this surgery that the lawyers forced me to do. You know, they forced me to do this surgery, and they lied to me about the surgery, and now I owe over $100,000 for a surgery, and I don't know what to do. I just try not to think too much about it, and it is what it is. But it gets a little overwhelming at times. Life's gotten really complicated. life has really got complicated for us, but I enjoy life every day. I mean, I understand there's a lot of things that are concerning with things that are going on with us right now, but I enjoy every day. I went to the beach today. I did this live stream. At the beach, I had a good time. I'm metal detected. You know, we did that trip to Alabama. It was scary, but it was really nice to go to Alabama, actually, because it was just a completely different change of pace, you know. I really like eating at Jackson, Alabama. And I do like, let me tell you, I do like a lot of things about Alabama. I like a lot of things about Alabama. I like the sweet tea, the barbecue. I like Jack's. There's a lot of things I like about Alabama. And even the people. There's a lot of things I like about the people in Alabama. So I know what happened to us was horrific in Alabama. But every year we go back. And I go back to enjoy the best things that Alabama has to offer. I know there's people there that are hateful towards us and try to do horrible things to us, but they don't own Alabama. I can go there whenever I want, and I go there whenever I want. You know, like this trip to Alabama, we had a great time up there. We ate barbecue that they make good barbecue. We had sweet tea. I love the accent. I make fun of the accent a lot, but I really do like the accent of people in Alabama. I make fun of it all the time on my channel, but I do like the accent. I think it's a nice accent. I like the accent. I make fun of it, but it's a nice accent. I'm not gonna let that stop me from going up there. We were just up there, and but I can confirm to you the reasons why we left Alabama. The violence and the racism is worse now than it was when we were there. So that wasn't going to work. It's got to the point where, like, in Montgomery and Birmingham, they've had to put, like, those containers that they put up on the interstate in the neighborhood just to keep people from driving from one neighborhood to the next. So the violence has gotten really bad in a lot of places in Alabama. The violence has just been pretty bad. That's the one thing I don't like dealing with is violence. That's a buzzkill for me right there, man. But heck, we got to see the snow in North Florida. I mean, it was work, but it was interesting. I mean, to see snow in Florida, I mean, that was neat. And I still have one video or two videos from the Panhandle that I didn't publish. I didn't publish the Navarre video, and I didn't publish the Mary Esther video, so I'll try to get those published here soon for you guys. And you know, we try to enjoy and travel, but we have to be realistic. When I get paid this month, I want to go to Orlando for a few days. Me and Katie are debating moving when our lease expires. And in order to do that, we'd have to decide which city we're going to move to. I don't want to leave this area. I love it. If I could find a more affordable rent here, it'd be great. But to be honest with you guys, Pasco and Tampa moves hard on our channel. Orlando and Jacksonville, Miami move hard too. So I'm in Sarasota and Bradenton. I get a lot of love here. I mean, a lot. I get a lot of love and support here. It's just everywhere I go, people take pictures with me in public in Sarasota and Bradenton. Like, I literally am like a celebrity here. The people here love me everywhere I go. I get recognized daily here in Bradenton and Sarasota. And I love it. I love the city. But I don't know how I get more views in Jacksonville and Miami than I do here. And it's kind of crazy because I've never lived in... Imagine if I lived in Jacksonville. But now Jacksonville doesn't like me the way these people do here. Because keep in mind, I get more views in Jacksonville, but too many of those views are haters. I get haters here. I think, 10% are haters here. But 90% of people here is all love. So Miami and South Florida is love. I think Orlando would be a toss-up, really. But the problem with Jacksonville is we get incredible viewership in Jacksonville. I mean, every time we do Jacksonville, we kill it. I've done videos in Jacksonville, got 300,000 views, 100,000 views. I think one's up to 500,000. I can't remember, but bro, we've been killing the algorithm in Jacksonville. But not all of it's love. We're here, it's a lot of love, and I like the way we're living. I mean, beach, Lakewood Ranch, nice truck, nice apartment. I like the way we're living. But I feel like this YouTube channel has reached so far that I feel like I should be doing something bigger, more important, and that might mean somewhere bigger. So regardless, we have to pay attention to Orlando, because Orlando is one of our largest audiences, is Orlando. So when I get paid this month, I want to spend maybe a day or two, maybe even 3 days in Orlando. Like, we want to be in Orlando a few days. Now, hotels have to be reasonable for us to do that. I can't spend $800 on hotels. The hotels got to be, we got to see what hotel prices are doing. But it would be nice to spend a little bit of money in Orlando. Maybe 2 days in Orlando would be nice. Miami, our last videos in Miami got 250,000 views. Oh no, combined, my last trip to Miami combined has already got over 300,000 views, which is insane. This car is driving weird. So our trip to Orlando combined 300,000 views, man. Combined, it's insane. And that was a week. Roughly, right? Roughly, my trip to Miami a week ago or something, in a week got 300,000 views, dude. Do you know how many videos I gotta make in Bradenton to get 300,000 views? It's something happened here, guys. There's police. Something happened over here, guys. We got power crews and police here. They might just be working. I might just be working on something. So Miami, it moves a good algorithm. Celebration, Florida, yeah. Do you like Altamonte Springs? I'll be honest, I don't. When you're going to Rhode Island, I love Rhode Island. The thing about North Carolina is I just don't like the vibes. It's a personal thing, probably. But no, they really don't like. Yo, what happened over here? There's like a lot of cops over here. There's 3 police cars over here. 5 police cars. What happened here? 6 police cars here, guys. Something happened here. 6 police cars. 6 police cars there. But that's Pick Town, so we know that's a little rough area. So yeah, I do want to go to Orlando. Orlando's on my mind. Pasco County and Melbourne have Brevard County and Pasco are good areas too for our channel. So we have to pay attention to our good cities that always watch us. But like I said, bro, this last trip to Miami killed it. We made 300,000 views in a week. We totally killed it. I mean, so we gotta keep getting good stories, and it's those good stories that pay off. You gotta cover a story. And it's crazy because the news covers stories, but they don't get as many views as I do. I don't know what it is about the way I cover a story that just breaks the internet, because the news covers every single news story is a story, right? When you turn on the news, they tell you 5 or 6 stories a day, but they're their journalists just don't have quality. They don't have quality journalists. The journalists don't know how to tell a story, and I think it's because the journalists, like I do the journalism and I do the camera art, the photography. I know how to combine the photography with the story, and I feel like with the news, there's a disconnect between the story and the photography. They're just not on the same. They're not on the same page. I feel like possibly what makes my storytelling better than the news, because like I'll do a story and it'll do really well, and the news will do the same story and it won't get as many views on the internet. And they got better equipment, more people, more time, more resources, better information than me. Yet I'll do the same story with less accurate information, and my story will get more views. I feel like I know how to combine my dramatic expressions with the photography and video to make it pop and resonate with the audience. And I'm doing this with a cell phone. I don't have expensive cameras and drones and people sending me tips about stories. I'm doing this off the ground. And, you know, Katie is we couldn't do this without Katie. You guys have no idea how important Katie's role is in making all these things happen, and getting these stories, because there's a lot of stuff in the background that makes it safe. Having Katie, you know, I've trained her with safety and how we operate on the streets, where there's times where we're doing stuff that my safety is, I mean, today, the video that I did today, bro, Katie was home today. I left the vehicle somewhere. The videos that I did today in Sarasota and these homeless camps today, very precarious situations. And you know, Kevin's with us today. In the video, we got our friend Kevin. Kevin has been with me on a few expeditions. Kevin will tell you he's been on a few expeditions with me and Katie, where we are in the trenches. You know, Kevin will tell you. Kevin's been with us on several of these videos, and Kevin's with me doing these expeditions in the background. I don't know if he likes to be in front of the camera too much. Kevin, do you like being in front of the camera? Because I feel like the times you've gone with me on videos, I haven't really made you a character in the videos, because I feel like you're just a low-key guy that I don't know if you like being in front of the camera too much. But Kevin, do you like being in front of the camera or no? Because some of them have gotten very tense and dangerous. Kevin will tell you. Yeah, Katie is important. Kevin, when we've done our videos, you've kind of been, the videos you've gone with me, you've been kind of like in the background. Do you like being in front of the camera? I think I am warmed up to be more on camera. Okay, Kevin, I didn't want to overwhelm you. Like, I know you're kind of, you have your personality and stuff. I didn't want to overwhelm you. But you've been in the videos, but you've been kind of background details. And Kevin, like, the few videos that I did with Kevin blew the crap up. But it takes a team of people to get content. Like the videos we did with Kevin in Charlotte County, I don't know how many views it's got. You couldn't find another video about Charlotte County, Florida with more views than what me and Kevin did okay that day. I think it's at over 300,000 views. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many views I got. But the video that me and Kevin and Katie did together down there, bro, that stuff. And Kevin, you know, like, he's just doing this to help us, you know, like, but I really don't have a production team. You know, I don't have a production team. I'm running into people, young people here in Bradenton that want to collaborate with me. And I need to stop neglecting these people and collaborate with them. I have a few young people that have reached out to me and want to collaborate with me. I even had a young person that wanted me to go to Spain with them for their YouTube stuff, and I was like, oh, that's a lot of, But no, I have a lot of young people here, young people that are very talented on social media that have reached out to me. I feel like if I had a team, but it takes money to have a team because Kevin helped us, but I can't expect Kevin to, we're friends. He's done it a few times, but it takes a team of people to really, really get these content. And like half the team is Katie, and Katie has had health problems to where her health is limited, and it cripples my ability, because I cannot tell you how paramount Katie's participation is in these homeless camp expeditions and stuff. And if we go into these situations with a team, like if I had a team where I can go into these situations with 3-4 people, or even 3 people, it's so much safer than me by myself. Like today, I went in by myself into these homeless camps. I had moments today where I told myself, I'm literally, if somebody wanted to come up behind me right now, I'm done. Pipe across the head, truck gone, Jose gone, But it's a crazy work, man. Like, like everything I ever did on YouTube, somebody copied it. When it comes to these homeless videos and homeless camp videos, nobody's copying me because they don't have the guts to do it. You guys remember a few years ago, everything I did, somebody ripped off my content. They were ripping off my videos left and right. When it comes into going in these homeless camps, ain't nobody in Florida come close. There's a guy over there in Palm Beach that did a few videos, but he's going to get arrested because there's a new law in Florida by the governor, Ron DeSantis, which is a very good law, by the way. It's a very good law, and it states that if you commit a crime and you post it on social media, with the intentionally committing a crime for the video, you are, they'll come and they'll take the money you made off the video and everything. So it's a good law. And I think that the guy that he's interviewing is pretty much like doing a criminal enterprise, and they're doing it on video. And like, bro, you get 15 years for that. He interviewed the guy there's a guy in West Palm Beach, I believe it was. He interviewed the guy that that does the runs into the homeless camp. Bro, that's a 15-year charge. You are incriminating somebody with a 15-year charge. The guy made a documentary showing how they bring work into a homeless camp, which, figuratively in the back of your mind, you get it. Okay, a gang member has somebody in the camp, they bring the work in, they sell it to the homeless people. Like, it doesn't really take a lot of imagination to put the dots together and connect it. Why would you upload a video that incriminating to YouTube? The guy's not gonna last too long. They don't know the laws, they don't know anything. I would never do that. I mean, I've had gang members right here in Sarasota and Bradenton. There's a lot of gangs here. I had people come up to me like, hey, we're this gang. More than one. I've had several gangs come up to me. I mean, real gangs that are here, and be like, hey, man, we're this gang. We'd like to do a video with you. And I've been like, I'm not promoting your gang. If you want to talk about the damage that joining a gang does to society and how you regret being in a gang because it's ruined your life, I'll do that. But I'm not going to do like Tommy G, where he glorifies, like Tommy G, for example. And I respect it. Okay, that's what you do. That's your YouTube channel. My channel. I am not going to glorify being in a gang. And that's kind of where, like, the gang members, I've had several gangs approach me and stuff, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to glorify being in a gang. If you got somebody that wants to talk about all the damage that's done in your life or something, but I'm not going to glorify being in a gang. Tommy G will do a video with gang members, right? And the next day, he'll do a video with the Lee County Sheriff. I don't know if you guys caught that. Tommy G just did a video with the Lee County Sheriff Marcino. Let me reiterate this. This guy goes into neighborhoods, meet gang members, and interviews them, and then he goes and does a video with the sheriff. You've blurred the line of having contacts on the streets and in law enforcement. Subjectively, you don't have to pick a team, but I mean, crap, if I was a gang member, I wouldn't want to be getting interviewed by a guy who's friends with the Lee County Sheriff Office and getting an interview with the guy. Personal opinion, disclaimer, that's just what I would have written. Anyways, everybody has their own style, and every YouTube creator draws the line somewhere else, and I really thought people were going to rip off this whole homeless camp idea off me, but so far nobody's done it. And if they do, boy, they better have their head on a swivel on this one. Like I said, I really thought eventually people would start copying me, because it seemed like when I first started doing this homeless camp, I started doing a bunch of them, right? And I did a bunch of them because I thought eventually this is going to get phased out, because there's going to be so many people doing this content that, you know, I thought when I first started doing the homeless camps, I did a lot of them thinking that eventually there's going to be so many copycats that it'll phase out. It won't be worth it anymore. But so far, I'm still waiting for that to happen. Guys, we're almost to Interstate 75, which means I'm going to end the live stream. Kevin, brother, I know you're home. I hope you're doing good and you feel good, Kevin. Thank you for checking in with us. Alex from Queens, New York, you're always here, man. Appreciate you guys. Every last one of you guys from Indiana to New York, Florida, everybody that's been on the live stream today, thank you so much for being with us. Alabama as well. I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. But we're almost home, so we're going to end the live stream. Thank you so much for spending this time with us.